Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour keeps breaking records.
Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour just made history with a staggering $55.7 million gross.
Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour somehow also became synonymous with a different kind of headline: slow ticket sales.
All the single ladies are staying home as Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour, it is struggling to sell out.
For weeks, the entertainment news cycle seemed to focus less on Queen Bey's dazzling return to the stage and more on seemingly empty seats, especially for highly anticipated shows in major metropolitan hubs like Los Angeles, Chicago, and London. The gossip mills churned, pundits speculated, and for a moment it felt like the impossible was happening. Even Beyoncé was struggling to sell tickets. While the early reports painted a picture of the show not doing well, the reality that has since emerged is one of colossal financial success and unprecedented triumphs. Forget the whispers of empty arenas. The Cowboy Carter tour has been nothing short of a cash cow, galloping its way into the record books. Take, for instance, the opening 5 nights at SoFi Stadium alone. These performances weren't just well-attended, they were history-making, reportedly grossing $55.7 million. This staggering sum didn't just smash previous records, it set a new benchmark for the highest-grossing single-venue engagement by a female artist, cementing Beyoncé's status as an unparalleled live performer and a box office titan. So if the Cowboy Carter tour was such a runaway success, why the initial flurry of negative headlines about sluggish sales? Much of the confusion and controversy, it turns out, stemmed from the often maligned practice of dynamic pricing. In a system designed to maximize revenue based on demand, initial ticket prices for Cowboy Carter soared to stratospheric levels, reaching thousands of dollars for even mid-tier seats. This pricing strategy, while aimed at capturing top dollar from the most eager fans, inadvertently created a public relations nightmare. Early bird fans, desperate to secure their spot at the show, shelled out exorbitant amounts, only to watch in dismay as prices were later reduced. This left a bitter taste in the mouths of those who paid higher amounts, feeling, quite rightly, ripped off by the fluctuating market. It's a common complaint in the modern concert landscape, but for an artist of Beyoncé's caliber, the scrutiny was amplified tenfold. The stories from disgruntled fans poured in about the Cowboy Carter tour, detailing how they had paid eye-watering sums for what turned out to be less than ideal seats, only for later buyers to snag prime locations at a fraction of the cost. This chaotic pricing model certainly contributed to the perception of slow sales, as many potential buyers were simply priced out of the market initially, opting to wait and see if prices would drop, which indeed they did. This created a paradoxical situation where strong underlying demand was obscured by an aggressive pricing algorithm. The majority of the unsold tickets to the Cowboy Carter tour weren't actually due to a lack of fan interest. Instead, they were primarily attributed to resellers and scalpers. These entrepreneurial, albeit often unpopular entities bought up vast quantities of tickets at inflated initial prices, banking on reselling them for even higher sums. However, when the dynamic pricing system eventually adjusted downwards, or when the sheer volume of speculative purchases overwhelmed the secondary market, these resellers found themselves stuck with inventory they couldn't move. So, while the ticket tallies might have shown available seats, these were often in the hands of third-party vendors struggling to offload them, rather than a reflection of genuine apathy from Beyoncé's loyal fan base. The demand was there. It was simply being manipulated and stifled by the secondary market. Who could forget the lighthearted moment when a robot bartender accidentally spilled a drink directly onto Beyoncé's opulent golden throne during a performance? The image of Queen Bey momentarily caught off guard by a rogue beverage delivery, before quickly regaining her composure, provided a rare glimpse of human vulnerability in her otherwise flawless stage persona. It was a brief, viral moment of embarrassment that was swiftly shrugged off, showcasing her professionalism and adding a touch of relatable humor to the otherwise meticulously planned spectacle. Reports emerged that Beyoncé received a letter demanding she cease using images of a specific concert venue as part of her show's elaborate visuals. Details surrounding this claim remained somewhat murky, but it highlighted the complex legal landscape that megastars navigate, where every visual element, every performance aspect can be subject to scrutiny. Despite these challenges, Beyoncé remained composed and continued her performances without interruption. Her ability to navigate both minor technical glitches and significant legal queries without missing a beat only solidified her reputation as a true professional.